Hello, and thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday from here. I know it's probably not Friday there, but I want to share the Friday vibes here. Feeling very good and accomplished after my week. And what I want to share is more about, this last reading I talked about just the big energy in July happening, this summer energy. And I want to share my journey with my job. As I've shared in some videos, I've made this really big leap into the roofing industry, which is a very difficult industry, to be honest, to get into, but very profitable for those who succeed. I think the stats are like something like 66 or 75% or even more, something somewhere in that range, quit in the first few months. And I've made it past that hump where, I'm very successful in the company and I've found a rhythm and I've had to overcome a lot of challenges. And of course there's still challenges, but the big, talk about it's it's a hill you have to climb at first before it becomes downhill. And I've kind of reached that point where it's a little more smooth sailing. And so I want to talk about trusting God first and foremost. This was a huge leap for me. I had what felt like a very comfortable job in furniture sales before this, but it just wasn't vibrationally matching anymore. And you have to trust yourself. I could feel my energy, like saying about the summer, just getting bigger, that I needed to just be on a bigger stage. And this is a bigger stage indeed, sitting in a quiet furniture store, which was perfect for that time. But now I have my truck and I'm driving all over the state and I'm talking with homeowners and I'm selling much bigger items and making bigger commissions. And this is expansion. Expansion is unique for everybody. This is God expanding me on my sales journey. And when you stay with God and you love Him, He will always invite you to expansion. So, my last job selling furniture, I just loved it. I just sold my butt off. And I just really loved learning about the products and the clients and connecting with them and, honing my skills. And whenever you love, this is a principle Jeff Inchley would teach. When you love something completely, that is the way to transcend it. And I loved selling furniture so much that I transcended to bigger items, a bigger energy. And so now this is where I'm at. And so, and it has a whole new set of challenges, as I've shared in other videos. There are times I almost did not continue on the path because of these challenges. But luckily, I commune with God all the time. God said, keep the course. I know it's become challenging. And this is where I want to meet you, the viewer, is God is calling you to something big. That's the last video I made, and it is going to bring a unique set of challenges. This has challenged me on many different levels. I'm someone who I'm a very big presence. I stand up for what is right, and I have to really claim a space. And luckily, God led me to the perfect company where people are really continuing to vibe with me as I speak my truth and be myself. And I'm finding more support and more love as I become more of myself, which is always a very good sign. Um, you want to be in a place where you're fully loved for who you are. And so, and find that's where you're going to find success. But with that said, I just want to share just some tips for how to keep going forward with this big energy, how God can use you to expand. And as I always do, set off the card deck over here. I want to draw from God because um, I heal through these videos too, and I'm always looking for God's next expansion for me. So I'm pulling from the Light Worker Oracle because ultimately your work is your gift to the world. We're just watching a life purpose class based on this. You come alive in giving your gift by loving the world. And you're a light worker. So whatever you're called to do, you want to do it with excellence and really shine your light through it. You want to really love the people that you serve. Really uh, just shine. So let's see what God has for us as far as how we can improve our giving and improve shining our light at this time. So the first card is Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. And this is a pretty epic card. And this is really just to me about, actually, I just watched a life purpose class, like I was saying. He's talking about how, if you want to be with God, you can't avoid greatness. And greatness is not about having to do something huge. It's about even if you're called to love your neighborhood, love your family, whatever you might deem small. Greatness, and Mother Teresa talks about this too, is the amount of love you put into anything. So to be a Christ, you, um, excuse me, you want to love in a big way. You want to give all of yourself. To be a Christ, and this, is to shine your light unapologetically, to be all of who you are, to not withhold. Um, that is what it means. And that's, like I said, when you love completely, that's how you come to the next level. So if you're finding yourself full of challenges and even roadblocks and whatever that is, don't be discouraged by it. Keep shining your light. Don't ever stop shining your light and having faith in the process. A Christ is somebody who has faith and loves no matter what the circumstance. And that's, you know, that's the heart of moving into greatness. No matter whether you judge your job or your role in life to be big or small, love in a big way, and you will find your reality expand accordingly. The heart transmission. So we're really focusing on the heart here. And this is something I've been noticing, and I talked about this in my last video. Um, I'm healing sales as I do this. And there's so much in sales that is just about gimmicks and pressure and pushing and overwhelming clients or missing the boat. But to truly be successful, and I'm honestly having to do a lot of inner work about this, is love, a heart transmission. So to me, a transmission is about having a true and authentic connection with your client, with your family, with whatever it is that you're putting your focus on. Success comes through true connection. And so this is about staying in your heart. You will absolutely find success when you choose to actually love somebody. And when you love someone, you don't become attached. Like in sales, sometimes people can become attached to, like, oh, I need this person to sign with me, or I'm going to find a way. Like you, you love somebody and you accept, that if you loved completely and they don't choose you, you did all that you could. But if you're truly and genuinely caring for another, seeking their best and highest well being, and Jeff and Sia just said this in the life purpose class, you will be provided for. The universe will always support you when you choose to love and give your gift. But you need to make sure that you are having a relationship with life, that you're truly connecting with the people and the situations that you're involved with by being authentically who you are, connecting from the heart space. That is where the magic and the power happens. It can involve saying things that are difficult, just loving, being vulnerable, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you're making authentic, um, powerful connections, and that will lead to beautiful things in your life. And finally, soul child. So there's like a soulfulness. We have cosmic heart, heart transmission, and soul child. And gosh, I have to really feel into this one. Like this is, this beautiful little child just holding his arms up to the light. And this is about, to me, it's about never losing the pure. Like when you come from your heart, you come from a very pure place. And so the soul child is about never losing sight of your essence, of who you really are as a soul. Don't get so caught up in life that you forget what it's really all about. Um, a soul child brings delight, brings light, brings life wherever it goes. And know that if you're being heartfelt and you're being authentic, um, you bring soulfulness. to your environment. And that's truly what we all desire is soulfulness. We can always feel whether a space is alive with love or not. And so prioritize your soul. Take care of your inner child. Make sure that you're tending to your inner garden. That is the key to success. There's no success without inner peace. And this is something Jeff and Julia teach. Peace is primary. Make sure that you're taking care of your soul and your little child within. So beautiful message. I feel so much aliveness in the heart from sharing this. Shine your light, be the Christ wherever you are. Come from your heart, do all things with love, and be your authentic self. Tend your inner garden so that you can bring true peace and true love to every place you're sent. Sending you so much love and blessing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.